Hey, it's Dr. Karen with this week's Hot Topic. Make sure you like this video, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and follow us on social media so you never miss another hot topic. So today I want to talk to you about jet lag. So kind of what's going on with your body when you have jet lag. So within each 24-hour cycle, your body temperature, blood pressure, glucose, and hormone levels go up and down. So this is run by your internal clock, which is linked to light that you take in through your eyes. Now, your internal clock or your circadian rhythm can run faster or slower depending on how long you were exposed to light and darkness and when you're exposed to each. So typically the amount of timing and sunlight you take in from each day is pretty much close to the same. And even it varies seasonally, so your body can change gradually and your body can adjust. However, when you travel by airplane, it's quickly usually across time zones, and that change is super dramatic. So when you arrive in your new time zone, your body's still wired to these sun patterns from your home location. So you're getting light when your body is used to dark and vice versa, and it really disrupts that circadian rhythm. So if you're traveling east, it'll probably be difficult for you to fall asleep at night, and it'll also take your body a little bit longer to adjust when you're traveling this way. So the number of days you'll be jet lagged typically are equal to the number of time zones that you cross. So you're going to be jet lagged maybe about 3 days if you change 3 different time zones to the east. Now, if you're traveling to the west, you typically might wake up earlier than you're used to, but it typically doesn't take your body quite as long to adjust traveling back to the west. So the number of days jet lagged will be about 2/3 the number of time zones that you crossed. So you'll be jet lagged for about 2 days if you change 3 time zones to the west. But I do have a few tips for you today if you feel like you're struggling with these jet lag. So number one is you can start adjusting your light exposure so you can decrease the time that you feel jet lagged. So you can manipulate your body clock to ease into these new time zones as quickly as possible by controlling your exposure to light and darkness before you travel. Number two is you can consider taking melatonins, especially if you're traveling east. So melatonin is a hormone produced naturally by the brain, and it's only released in darkness and signals that typical nighttime behaviors. So typically that's sleep, especially in humans. So it works better in low doses, so less is more, especially when you're taking it to help it with jet lag. And it also needs to be taken at about the same time to be effective. So you take about 0.5 milligram of melatonin 13 hours before you want to wake up. And remember, higher doses won't make you fall asleep faster or ease you, can actually cause some problems. Melatonin supplements should be taken before your trip during the same time period that you're adjusting to your exposure and light darkness, and then stop using melatonin the day your flight leaves. Number three is time your flight. So try scheduling a flight that's local to the time of your destination, so it's relatively close to the time that you wake up. So many flights cross multiple time zones or internationally scheduled so that they land in the morning. So this means you might have to leave home at a very odd time during the day. But if you want to reduce the effects of jet lag, your arrival time is super important. So that goes with number 4 is try sleeping during your flight. So ideally you want to wake up when your plane arrives in the morning of your destination. So if you need, you can use a sleep aid, but don't rely on one after you have arrived. So if you can't sleep on the plane, just try staying awake, walk around, stretch your arms and legs. Number 5 is avoid short layovers in extra time zones if you can. So this can further throw off your internal clock, your circadian rhythm, since you don't really have enough time to fully adjust. And a non-stop flight or ones with just enough time to change the planes are the best. Number 6 is try not to have coffee or caffeinated soda or pop or alcohol. Just kind of steer clear of that airport bar, especially before you reach your destination. So make sure you drink plenty of water or other fluids that aren't going to dehydrate you. So dehydration can actually be one of the worst effects that cause jet lag. Number 7, so if it's daytime when you get to where you're going, don't stay inside. So make sure you move around, be active, go for a walk, get as much bright light during the morning and afternoon as possible, so that'll help reset your body's clock as fast as you can. So your stomach may not be ready for food when you first arrive, but it is important to try and eat something. Typically the times that you do normally at home, it's just going to help reset your clock, but just make sure you avoid overeating. Number 8, this one's really hard, but try and limit naps when you arrive. So if you need to take a short nap to stay awake during the day, that's fine. But napping for more than 30 minutes can actually keep you from falling asleep at night. So just try and stay awake until your normal bedtime and then time to get up the next day. Number 9 is bring earplugs and a sleep mask. So this can help you fall asleep even if your body really doesn't feel like it's ready to. And number 10, I have this really cool jet lag PDF that I have used countless times whenever I travel. Most of you know my parents live in Australia, so when I go there, when I've done health missions in Fiji, or when I've been to the British Virgin Islands, so some of those things that, you know, you might get jet lag a little bit, BVI is not so much, but this is a really cool thing. It does work off of acupuncture, pressures, and meridians. So if you're interested in having that, you can reset your body, your circadian rhythm when you're actually on the plane. So if you want a copy of this, just message me at drkaren@touchofwellness.biz. I will certainly give you that PDF. I've used it for years. It works great. And typically I don't have any issues when I travel. So hopefully you found these super helpful, especially if you travel a lot and you've struggled from jet lag and you just can't ever seem to get a good night's sleep when you travel. So hopefully this is helpful, and that's all I have for you guys this week. I will see you guys next time.